Slides that we received on the earlier presentation, we were able to identify some problems, and some of those problems were time constraints. So those problems were time constraint, rush development. Thank you. Rush development with lack of full understanding of business requirements, lack of abundant resources, and unstable or changing business rules and requirements. Inaccurate development work time prediction, lack of quality assurance, and unmanaged information.
Okay, so this is the well-known part to everyone. This is what the problem was given to us, and what OSR needed from us. So, as you all know, OSR is a government organization with limited resources and very restricted timelines, and projects normally have to be run concurrently, and as an example of that is that a 2-year project could be squeezed down to 3 months by doing it concurrently, and for that they are currently using agile, and a need was felt that they need to be more agile.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are Expandable. I'm Navkiran, Pratik, Nihar, Raju, Hiral, and Vivek. So we are here to propose our solution for choosing right development methodology for OSR. First, I'd like to introduce. Introduction. Yeah.
I apologize, we call you
So first, concerns about Office of State Revenue, then objectives, constraint, strategy, execution of the project, analysis, and the conclusion.
So we're going to suggest some solution for those problems. So conflicting priorities are usually seen in the field of software development. So customers want more features, business want to quickly deliver feature in a stable manner, developers want description of changes to enable the features, and operations want stability and minimal changes.
Okay, so what we got from that? So we need to, the first and foremost would be that we need to be more accurate and do it in a way that this doesn't create confusion, because implementing a development methodology midway in a project, or even for smaller projects or larger projects, you need to realize that there are a lot of metrics, there are a lot of variables that are being affected. So choosing the right strategy to make all of these projects run is not an easy task.
The concerns are the improper requirement gathering and poor analysis of the documentation. Then, as a legacy system are not clearly segmented into tiers, and hence worry about implementing new methodology. Problem in module integration within given time frame, highly dependent upon contract work, inaccurate estimation of time, size, and the budget of a particular project, improper integration between business unit and IAS for requirements. Next are objectives. Our objectives are, we are going to implement system and application integration error will be decreased about 20%. Accuracy in estimation of time and budget will be almost improved by 25%. Requirement gathering and document analysis will be improved about 30%. Less rework and the quality improvement in integration of system can be focused, and hence improvement in quality by around 30%. And our solution will be 100% cost effective.
Well, our project objective was all about to find the best methodologies for software development, to shorten down ranges of different methodologies, to guide OSR to pick up the minimal methodologies during software development, to to solve the problems faced by OSR team software development by using new methodologies and to determine the suitability of selected methods.
So when it comes to development methodology, so two of the most popular methods that we often discuss are waterfall model and agile model. We'll be talking about that in the coming slides.
And Software is a company headquartered at Germany who provides application lifecycle management for other organizations. Codebeamer platform is their most famous product, which could support different solutions allow organizations to meet their goals.
So waterfall method is usually effective when the business requirements are known upfront. So this is usually not the case in software development, and most of the times the client don't have the complete understanding of the business requirement. So waterfall method requires extensive pre-planning and extensive documentation. Agile methodology doesn't require all business requirements upfront. So it develops in small incremental releases and iterate. It involves active developer, client, and user involvement, capturing requirements at high level, lightweight and visual, a collaborative and cooperative approach between the stakeholders.
The first one is the alpha states. We can see from the graph on the right, there actually kernel has addresses seven alphas. Opportunity, requirements, work, stakeholders, software, system, team, and way of working. So, and these seven alphas have very closely connections. You can use the alpha states to determine where they are. So even the team is not using kernel or other methodology, they can exactly using the states to determine where they actually are. They're not confused about and know exactly what they can do in the next phase. Actually, it can adapt way of working, agree on team member involvement and team responsibilities.
So through the introduction of the product overview, we found that the software development is perfectly supported by Codebeamer platform. It is able to streamline the lifecycle, enforce custom workflows, and make sure efficient collaboration throughout the entire development lifecycle. Also cut your product time and budgets.
And the whole diagram is how kernel mapping to the governance process. As I introduced that it has seven alphas, you can see, and in each phase there has its own objectives to achieve. So you can see from that in every phase the stakeholders are engaged in the whole process. And once the stakeholders recognize representatives, opportunity, identify solution needed, and so on. When the team has achieved these objectives, so they can move to another phase.
DSM is a dynamic system development method. It is an agile project management and delivery framework. So it means that it is not just only a development method, but also a project management. If you can see in this diagram, it is like a philosophy of DSM. One side is the traditional approach, where you see that the features that is like scope of the project is fixed, So if the business requirements is like unrealistic, so what happens is that the time and cost is continuously changing. That may even result the whole project to be failure, But in DSGM, how it like solves this problem is that the time and cost is like constant. It's not going to change. So what it ensures is that anyhow the project has to be delivered within the given time and budget. Okay. So based on this approach, the scope of the project is going to change now. But overall, the project is going to be delivered.
British government have the same kind of issue, like they are not means they are applying the same kind of DSDM, with Prince 2. Before that, they are using an iteration like agile method, and they are giving miss out the some of the problems within the time. So they are not giving a full functionality product at the specific time. So they are implementing DSDM with Prince 2, and the Prince 2 is solve out that kind of problem. Like within a specific time limit, it covers the all the functionality of that particular thing.
You talked about Prince 2 with DSDM.
Yeah.
Now, Prince 2 is normally with waterfall. What's the difference? How does Prince 2 change when you go from waterfall to DSDM?
Prince 2 is basically used for the government of the
I know what it is, I know what it's used for. The question is, how does it change? Because you've done a whole lot of hand waving and saying somehow it happens. Now I want to know how it happens.
Yeah. So in the waterfall, they are using the same kind of thing, like starting of the project, and it is till the end. But in the DSDM, the Prince 2 is governing all that, and we have a agile kind of environment, so they're gonna easily integrate with them. They are having a code related the agile and all that. So yeah, you are asking about the what is the difference?
Yes, I'm asking what's the difference?
Yeah. So in the waterfall, it is start to finish, and yeah, and in the DSDM, it is iterative. So if any new requirement is coming, so it is covered in the next iteration. That's why we are thinking about that kind of thing.
You know how Prince 2 is changing based on the development method?
I understand that. So essentially, the difference between a DSDM project and a not DSDM project is you've got 3 increments there for a DSDM project.
No, it's like a one.
What are those 3 labels?
Yeah.
Increments?
It's not increments, these are iterations.
Iterations.
This is
Okay.
iterations. Yeah, this is the difference between.
I understand that. So in that one, you've got 3 of them.
Yeah.
If it was not DSDM, you'd have 1 of them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what.
Why is that an advantage?
Sorry.
Why is that an advantage?
This one is advanced because because of the iterations, even like user requirements can be updated within the iterations, or even like because of this iteration.
Between iterations, not within an iteration.
What this does is like actually you can like when in each iterations like a particular module has been created, like you can show it to the customer and you can get feedback. It is okay.